offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now here's Ross. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 120. Hey, alert. 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 Recon. 132 fighter.
Past the 20. And we'll take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Hey, Alpha. I got you.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Garoppolo. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
54's Mike. Check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Mike 54.
Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, watch it. 21.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. 49er fans likely holding their breath watching Garoppolo scramble, but that time it pays off. He's in one piece, and he's got the 1st down. They'll give it to Mixon, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it will
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 180! Right now, let's go.
In your face.
White. Smooth. I got this.
Garoppolo now. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
6, 5. Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Second and 6 at the 11-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
21. I got this.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Finding Green complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Being chased out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Check. 21. 2. I got
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 88 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
He's got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Preston Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Finding room inside the 40. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the back.
From the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Touchdown, Ravens.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And all the way up to the 46. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Mike, 12, fellas, here we go.
Hey, pick your game up.
Chopper.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
I got this.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And able to find Green. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
13. Give me some. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
21. I got this.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more.